G'day guys, how are we doing? Hello YouTube. This is Lucy and Zach here on Lucy's channel, Lucy Lane, the Queen of Balmain. Hope you're all having a good week. Today guys, we wanted to talk about doggy diets, or more necessarily, what to feed your dog. First of all, just want to put it out there, before you go tinkering with any puppy diets, please consult a dog nutritionist or a vet or anything of the above. I am not one of those. This is just through my personal experience. So let's get started. Alright guys, so there are many different diets out there for doggos, but a couple of the main ones are, and the ones that we've personally used with this, our little furry friend here, is the raw feeding, bath diets, which is biologically approved raw feeding, another form of raw feeding, and your kibble diet. I'm sure there are a couple more diets out there, but these are the things that we've done. Again, this is on personal experience. Alrighty, so there is not one perfect diet that fits all dogs. So I feel like there's a little bit of stigma sometimes in the doggo community. If you're not raw feeding your dog, you are doing the wrong thing. And you do see that getting thrown around on social media and in little different dog communities and things. And that is not true. There's many different diets for many different dogs, because dogs are all different. And a raw diet that may work for that person over there may not work for your doggo. So there are a couple of things to avoid when it comes to putting your dog on the perfect diet. And that is a cheap kibble. That is a big no-no. Lots of fillers in there. There's even been some companies using the there's been remnants of like sawdust and stuff in extreme cases. That's a real thing. Google it. If it's on Google, it's real. And also with your cheap canned dog foods, full of corn syrup, doesn't have a whole bunch of protein. And that's to say all kibbles and all canned foods are bad. There is your good stuff and your bad stuff. So guys, do your due diligence and have a look, read your labels, and make sure you're feeding your dog a high quality kibble or dog food, canned dog food. This leads us on to what Lucy eats. Lucy looks bored as hell right now because she's waiting for a dinner. Made her wait for this video. This has been a highly requested topic. What does Lucy eat? So, she eats all of the above apart from a cheap kibble and canned dog food. So Lucy is on a bath diet, on a raw diet, and she also has kibble as well as she's on 4 diets. She eats what we eat, apart from hot chili. She is on a very high quality kibble. That is her staple. I'm a big believer in having a staple. Gives her all her nutrients that she needs. It is approved by the vets and dog nutritionists. We also get Lucy used to some raw foods, some raw meats, some raw chicken, and some organs, and she has her vegetables in there. And we do occasionally, every now and then, get some of the bath mix patties, which again are biologically approved raw feeding from the vet. So we kind of cycle through. At the moment, Lucy's specific diet, which she's just gone to sleep, she's gone, she's just waiting for it. Tonight she's gonna have a lean chicken breast, which is gonna be cooked. She will have her staple kibble, which is a Black Hawk kibble. Super, it's pretty much the best kibble you can get, gives them the right amount of nutrients, macronutrients, micronutrients, carbohydrates, proteins and fats, all that good stuff. And she will also have some berries and some Greek yogurt in there. And this is going to be broken over 2 meals this evening, because we like to feed her in the evenings, as she's a very active dog through the day, and we like to keep that prey drive nice and high, and she gets rewarded with her food in the evening. And we've also just started using one of these slow feeders, because she's a bit of a guzzler, and you're going to see what we use very shortly. Alrighty guys, so this is what we're going to feed Lucy tonight. This is pretty much what Lucy's going to have over the next couple of weeks. Might be a few little different meals in there, and then we'll change things up again. But first things first, this is her kibble. So she's going to have 2 meals tonight. 1 meal will be kibbles on its own, and then the other meal, which is she's going to have first, will be these kibbles with everything else here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw her little bits of kibble in here like this. a little slow feeder. These are fantastic, guys. If your dog's a guzzler, Lucy is a mad guzzler. She will just guzzle her food all the way down, super quick. And that can give these guys prone to stomach bloat, which is not good, and their stomachs can flip if they eat too fast. Another thing to consider is we live by the law of Lucy doesn't eat 45 minutes before working out or 45 minutes after working out. By me working out, training, or any physical running around, because again, their little tummies can flip inside them. It has happened to one of Lucy's very good friends, which then resulted in the poor pup passing away. And it also happened to another one of Lucy's other good friends, which actually did nearly kill the dog. So all dogs, again, rule of thumb, no food 45 minutes before or 45 minutes after. Okay guys, you're gonna have to stay hungry for that little bit of time. All right. So, what we do here, kibble in. Now what we want to do to make it easy on their tummy, I just threw some water in the kibbles. Very high quality kibble. We're going to let that kibble soak for a few seconds. Then Luce is on chicken breast today. She's not going to have the whole thing. I'm going to give her about half of that. Cooked chicken breast. This is her most favourite food in the whole world. So we're going to whack that in there like that. Now we'll mix up this with some raw chicken breast, raw beef, whatever. She had a raw beef bone the other day, meaty bone. Smash through that. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Force it down the sides there a little bit. Greek yogurt. Bang. A little bit of that. I like to kind of make like a little doggy shepherd's pie. One of these weird things I do. Then I'm going to sprinkle a couple little frozen berries on there for her. That, my friends, is essentially Lucy's first meal. So, first meal of the day, she has around now about 7 o'clock at night, and then Lucy will have her next meal around 9:30, 10 p.m. Again, we feed her 2 meals in the evening, 2 smaller meals in the evening, because we like her to have that higher kind of drive and the willingness to work through the day, and that helps with our training. Yeah, and obviously we want her to eat twice a day, but she earns every bit of her food. There's really no free food in this house. Lucy earns it. So if we do any like specific training through the day, she can earn bits and pieces of food then and there as well. But we just don't hand out treats or anything for free. She understands the value of food, which is awesome. So guys, she's gonna have this, and then again, 10 o'clock tonight, she's gonna have 1 cup of kibble on its own, soaked in water. Girl. Yum, 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 yum. Clicker training, guys. Highly recommend it. So to wrap it up, guys, Lucy's diet, specific diet, is what I like to call the everything good for her diet. So Lucy eats everything. She's on a kibble, she eats raw, she eats cooked, she's on biologically approved raw as well. And the reason why I do this is because it works for us. Lucy's very active in our lives. We like to get around with Lucy. We do a little bit of traveling, holidaying with her, and we do get out and about. So like sometimes it's convenient for us just to give her kibbles one night. She may just have a staple kibble for a night, and then the next time she will have her raw chicken or cooked chicken with her yogurt and some fresh vegetables or whatever. So for us, it works for us. So, and it's good to expose your dog to lots of different foods and things like that, within reason, as long as I don't have any allergies or anything like that. So for us, the everything diet works really well. And I think I'm definitely gonna keep Lucy on a staple kibble forever, because again, she gets all of her nutrients and it is convenient. So when we wanna go traveling, going camping, hiking or whatever, like it's a lot easier to carry some kibble than it is to, and something she can get all of her nutrients from, than it is to carry some bloody beef and chicken in a cool pack or whatever. So that works for us. And when it comes to your diet, guys, it has to work for you as well as be nutritionally dense and keep your dogs nice and healthy. Anyway, guys, that's just a bit of insight on what to feed your dog. Give them the perfect diet. That's a bit of an insight on what Lucy eats, and that I hope you guys got something from that. There's no one perfect diet. Again, it's what works for you, what works for your dog, and we're all happy days. Lucy is busy, I don't know, probably hear on the microphone, she's smacking down that dinner, and then she'll have her dessert, which will be some kibbles later on again. Anyway, if you have any questions, please drop them below, drop a little like, that'd be fantastic. Hit share, subscribe if you could, and we'll catch you in the next video.